What's up? I'm Ingen, the Viking who digs dogs, and today I'm going to show you 3 definite signs to tell if a dog is overweight. This is a world epidemic and it's causing our dogs to die years too early. So knowing these 3 definite signs could help save a dog's life. Did you know about 56% of dogs in the US are fat, meaning either overweight or obese? And it's not just in the US. Studies have found that 41% of dogs in Australia, 44% of dogs in China, and a whopping 59% of dogs in the UK are either overweight or obese. That means it's likely that every other dog you see while walking down the street have a weight problem. Have you noticed? And did you know even moderately overweight dogs may end up dying almost 2 years earlier than if they were leaner? That's right, there's even a scientific study showing this. So let's try to be honest with ourselves. I mean, we all love our dogs no matter what size they are, and we feed our dogs out of love, right? However, not being able to recognize or maybe even silently or unconsciously ignoring our dog's weight issues will only hurt us and our dogs. Don't you want what's best for your dog? Don't you want to see your dog happy, vibrant, free from excess fat, and the potential to live as many years as possible by your side? Now, before I tell you about the 3 definite signs to tell if a dog is overweight, let me make sure you know that for dogs that actually do need to lose weight, feeding less and exercising more is not the answer. Of course, that depends on the dog's current diet, but in most cases, this doesn't take care of the actual real cause of excess fat, which means that dog may still get sick. So instead of spending loads of time exercising your dog and even leaving your furry best friend hungry all the time, there is a much more natural method where excess fat may simply melt right off, and it may even provide benefits such as whiter teeth, better digestion, more energy, fewer to no allergies, extending your dog's life, and the list goes on. If you're interested in this method, check out my free presentation at digdogdiet.com. Now let's have a look at those 3 definite signs to tell if a dog is overweight. This is my Brazilian furry friend Nina. She's a miniature pincher and she absolutely loves your family. And the 2 of us are going to show you those 3 definite signs to tell if a dog is overweight. Now, because Nina is so tiny, I'm now down on the floor so that we can look at the signs. Yes, Nina. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to feel your dog's ribs right here. So if you have to put much pressure at all to actually feel the ribs, then your dog is actually overweight. Now, for the second sign, you have to do what I just did to get down on your dog's level, because you're gonna view your dog from the side. You want the perfect side profile. So what you're looking for is an actual waist right here. When you see your dog from the side, you want to see an actual waistline right here. Nina is actually a bit overweight, so for her, you don't see much of a waist. You would rather want to see all the way up here. So not much of a belly at all. That would be the ideal. So Nina is a bit chubby. Actually, you might find this interesting. Nina's owners, up until a week ago when Nina was even chubbier, had been feeding Nina a low-calorie weight management diet, dry dog food. I know, it obviously didn't work, right? And it's so interesting because everyone would think that would be like the perfect diet for an overweight dog, but it doesn't work unless you starve your dog, and that's obviously not healthy. Now, looking at Nina, you might not think she looks overweight. However, knowing that even moderately overweight dogs may die years earlier than if they were leaner, are you willing to take that risk with your dog? Now, the last step is actually to view your dog from above. So let's do that right now. Okay, so you want to see your dog from above, and what you're looking for is a nice waistline right here. Wait. You want your dog to actually have a waistline. A lot of dogs actually don't have much of a waist at all, so this part is just as thick as this part. That means your dog is definitely overweight. Nina, as we saw, is overweight, but she does actually have a bit of a waistline, so that's good. Of course, if you have a very fluffy dog, a dog with lots and lots of fur so that you can't really see the profile of your dog properly, then use your hands instead. Just feel the profile and make an image in your head with using your hands. It will work perfectly. Now let's just recap those 3 definite signs a dog is overweight. First, you want to feel your dog's ribs. It should be easy to feel your dog's ribs through the skin. And if it's not, if you actually need to put pressure on to feel any of the ribs, your dog is overweight. Second, get down on your dog's level. View your dog's side profile and see if your dog has a proper waistline. The waist should be quite small compared to the chest. Of course, it depends on the breed, but there shouldn't be much of a belly at all. And number 3, view your dog from above. Again, you're looking for that nice waistline, right? So if your dog doesn't have it, your dog is likely overweight. Now, go do these 3 simple steps with your dog and make sure you're completely honest with yourself. Don't be too proud to admit your dog has weight issues. It will only hurt you and your dog. And remember to check out my free presentation where you'll discover why feeding too much is not the cause of excess fat in the great majority of overweight dogs and how to avoid what is the cause. A surprisingly powerful yet simple all-natural way to get excess fat melting off your dog without starving or forceful exercise. How adding one specific food you might have in your fridge already to your dog's bowl can skyrocket your dog's weight loss, and how 2 simple, easy to follow steps you can take today may even add 3 or more years to your dog's life. So go check it out at digdogdiet.com right now. See you next time, and remember to dig that dog.